Hi guys, I welcome you all to Insight SSB YouTube channel, and we are here with a very great news, and that is finally UPSC has announced CDS 2 2020 results. So how will you go and check it out? You have to go on upsc.gov.in, and here you will find this notification where you will see that written results have been announced. Now it is in the two form, that is one in which roll numbers are given and another one in which names are given. So you can go and directly check out your names whether it is present in this list where they have announced the result. Now, the question in each and everybody's mind is that what have been the cutoff? Be it the person who has cleared their examination or be it the person who hasn't. So, actually, each and everybody want to know what's been the cutoff. So, according to the group of our students who have been taking guidance from us, the students who have been scoring around 99 marks have made it to the list, and their friends who have scored near about 97 have not made it to the list. But keeping in mind that UPSC has not yet declared any answer key, so this is from the informal answer keys. Okay, these are not the formal ones, these have been given by XYZ person, and so we cannot completely rely on it. So taking into consideration that even if 2-3 questions are wrong, we can say that the cutoff this time has been standing in between 95 to 99 marks. सो आपकी जो इस बार की कट ऑफ रही है अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 95 प्लस मार्क्स रही है. आई एम नॉट गिविंग यू एनी नंबर विदाउट कंसिडरेशन ऑफ what has been the result of students. So talking about our students who have given this examination, they have scored really good marks this time finally, just because of the GS course that they have taken, because they couldn't even clear GS पहले. तो उसकी वजह से एग्जाम में जो मार्क्स आते थे वो आ ही नहीं पाते थे, ना ही एग्जाम क्वालिफाई हो पाता था. So talking about the result, it is very much prominent in front of you. So talking about Soham, he was in our GS batch and he has actually cleared the OTA written this time. He always had this problem of not scoring well in the GK portion, and because of which he couldn't clear examination. This is the first time that he cleared the exam, and he is thanking us for the same because the course finally helped him, and the test series as well. So finally Soham made it this time, and same is the case with a lot of students, Ashish, and a lot of people have made it through the crash courses and the full length courses. So telling you that the crash course, वी आर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 1st of January, और जिसको फुल लेंथ कोर्स लेना है वो ऑलरेडी इट इज़ अप, ऑल द मटेरियल इज देयर, जीएस का पूरा कोर्स अवेलेबल है. अगर अभी भी समझ नहीं आ रहा है, एग्जाम क्वालिफाई नहीं हुआ है, ठीक है. Now for all those who have not made it to the list, it is completely fine, it's okay. आपके पास अगले 2 महीने में एग्जामिनेशन है, वो इट इज़ कमिंग अगैन, राइट. यू जस्ट हैव वेरी लिमिटेड टाइम, आपका फेब्रवरी में एग्जामिनेशन है. So what you have to do right now, you have to make sure that you study smart. 2 महीने बचे हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम तो आपके पास है नहीं. So I will suggest you that either you can join the crash course that is starting from the 1st Jan as I told you, और second option आपके पास है, full length अभी ही कोर्स जाके उसे परचेज कर सकते हैं, एंड आपका 15 days जो है वो बच जाएंगे, एंड फाइनली यू कैन हैव ऑल द फुल मटीरियल दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द एग्जामिनेशन. बिकॉज क्रैश कोर्स में हम लिमिटेड आपको कंटेंट कराएंगे, बिकॉज आपके पास एक ही महीना होगा, ठीक है. सो दिस इज वॉट यू कैन do as of now, because I know one thing: if you go through the material that's been provided by Insight SSB, there is no chance that you will not clear the GS section. So what you can do is, if you haven't cleared it yet, you can go download Insight SSB app, and on Insight SSB app you'll find these 3 courses अपनी सहूलियत के हिसाब से, whatever you need. अगर आप GS में लैक करते हैं तो we guarantee you the 40+ marks if you study whole of the course completely, and आप उसके साथ साथ टेस्ट सीरीज लगा लेते हैं. there is no chance that you will not score 40+ marks. Talking about mathematics, you can score really good marks in maths, ठीक है. आपका जो GS वाला पोर्शन है वो आपको सेल थ्रू कराता है कि आप कट ऑफ क्लियर कर ले, बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ पीपल कैन नॉट इवन सिक्योर 20 मार्क्स, जिसकी वजह से कट ऑफ ही क्लियर नहीं होती है. लेकिन फाइनली जो मार्क्स फेच आउट होते हैं वो कहाँ से होते हैं? इफ यू आर स्कोरिंग फॉर IMA, AFA, so your main marks lie in mathematics and English. Be it OTA or be it any other academy, make sure of one thing, that these two areas of yours are good. For OTA, English is the only thing that comes, maths नहीं आती है, तो English में हाई स्कोर करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है कट ऑफ क्लियर करने के लिए. एज यू कैन सी दिस टाइम द कट ऑफ इज ऑलमोस्ट 95 प्लस. तो आप ये मार्क्स कब स्कोर कर सकते हैं? व्हेन यू स्कोर वेरी गुड मार्क्स इन योर इंग्लिश, बिकॉज जीएस इज कंपेरेटिवली टफ एंड इट्स हार्ड टू स्कोर मार्क्स इन दैट. ओके, सो अपनी मैथ्स और इंग्लिश को स्ट्रॉन्ग करो. हु एवर हैज दीज टू सब्जेक्ट्स वीक, वो जाके ये कोर्स ले सकते हैं. एल्स एंड दैट यूजुअली लोगों को जो प्रॉब्लम आती है दैट इज जीएस, एंड आप इस कोर्स के थ्रू अपने जीएस में अच्छे मार्क्स स्कोर कर सकते हैं. Now, talking about how to start the SSB preparation. SSB is one of the most important thing. I know that you must be very, very happy that you have cleared the examination. But let me make one thing very clear to you. This is just the first step. And talking about the second step, अगर first step के लिए इतनी मेहनत की ज़रूरत थी ना, तो अब आपको second step के लिए almost इतने jump लेने की ज़रूरत है. To be very, very precise, SSB is one of the toughest interview that anybody can face. So SSB preparation के लिए आपको अपना mindset वैसा develop करना पड़ेगा that you start developing OLQs. ठीक है, अगर आपके अंदर already आपकी वैसी personality है, well and good, you don't need any preparation, you just go and you'll clear it. Okay, but if you are a person who lacks certain things which is in OLQ list, I will suggest you please start right away. अब आप बेसिक प्लान कैसे कर सकते हैं? ऑफ कोर्स देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, दैट इज साइक है आपका, ठीक है, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज दैट टेक प्लेस, तो उसके लिए आपका ग्राउंड टास्क का जो मेन पर्पस है वो उसमें सॉल्व हो जाता है. उसके अलावा व्हाट इज़ योर माइंड सेट, वो डेवलप करना है आपको. लेकिन इन सब के साथ साथ ये तो चलो दिस इज़ अ होलिस्टिक प्रोसेस, लेकिन व्हाट यू कैन डू राइट अवे, अभी से आप क्या स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं? फर्स्ट थिंग इज़ न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग. मैं इस चीज़ पे अच्छे से स्ट्रेस करना चाहती हूँ बिकॉज मैंने बहुत लोगों को ये बोलते हुए सुना है कि न्यूज़पेपर डजंट क्रिएट अ डिफरेंस. ओके, नोइंग अबाउट करंट अफेयर्स वोंट क्रिएट अ ह्यूज डिफरेंस इन SSB, बट लेट मी टेल यू हाउ इज इट गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. फर्स्ट थिंग फर्स्ट, it helps you in 3 major sections. One is GD, another one is lecturate, and final is interview. Now, just let me know one thing. If you have an ideology, if you are not a person who, who is a dumb person, right, sitting right away in front of a lot of people, let me tell you one thing. Your intelligence level comes out of the fact how much knowledge you have. If you have good amount of knowledge, you will be able to convince maximum number of people with that ideology, with that brains, right? So newspaper reading gets very important. It helps in the development of ideology. And finally, every officer is required to have certain kind of ideology. तो प्लीज़ आज से ही न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग स्टार्ट कर दो, बिकॉज GD में फाइनली आप जब बोलेंगे, आप क्या बोल रहे हैं वो मैटर करेगा, वहाँ पर ये मैटर नहीं करेगा हाउ मच यू आर स्पीकिंग, दैट्स नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प यू एट ऑल. What you are speaking and does it hold any kind of value, this is what is going to matter in GD. Lecturate में आपके अंदर confidence कब आएगा? Once you know whatever you are talking about, you have good idea about it, right? आपने कोई भी topic उठाया, until and unless you are unable to have a good perspective about the topic, you don't know what does it deal with, you'll not be able to speak confidently about it. And confidence नहीं तो lecturate is zero. ठीक है, सो कॉन्फिडेंस भी फाइनली न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग से आएगा. एंड टॉकिंग अबाउट इंटरव्यू में आपको जो इंटरव्यूअर हैं ही विल बी आस्किंग यू सर्टन क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है, वो आपको इसके थ्रू प्रेशराइज करने की कोशिश करेंगे दैट यू डोंट नो दिस, यू डोंट नो दैट. And finally, with pressure, they will create another questions for you and you will not be able to answer them confidently. आप finally even अपने basic questions में mistake करेंगे and this will lead to rejection finally. ठीक है, तो प्लीज़ अभी आप जो सबसे पहला step start करेंगे that is newspaper reading. आई होप आपको न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग का जो मेन एजेंडा है वो समझ आ गया होगा. इसके अलावा भी बहुत और पर्सपेक्टिव्स हैं, दैट इज़ कि आप अपना फिजिकल फिटनेस इंप्रूव करना स्टार्ट करें. हु एवर इज़ नॉट फिट इनफ, मतलब आई डोंट मीन टू से दैट यू शुड बी अ रनर, यू शुड बी अ पर्सन हु इज़ रनिंग मैराथन्स, नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. बेसिक फिटनेस लेवल होना बहुत ज़रूरी है बिकॉज अदर थिंग्स विल बी डेल्ट इन अकेडमी, नॉट एन इशू. ठीक है, और बहुत सारी जैसे साइक की डेवलपमेंट है वो किस तरीके से करनी है, दैट आई विल डील इन दीज कोर्सेज दैट आर अवेलेबल विद अस. सो जस्ट टेलिंग यू दिस अमेजिंग थिंग एंड दैट इज Insight SSB in 2 months itself has got 15 recommendations and it is such a big thing for Insight SSB. I cannot be thankful enough for trusting us coming to us and finally getting recommended. So Bhavna Kaushik, she says that it's been the best platform. ये इनका first attempt था and she made it to the list within 1 month. इन्होंने 1 month ही preparation करी थी. She was in such a haste when she came to me. I still remember Bhavna texting me for the first time and saying, "Ma'am, I don't know anything how to go about the process." And in 1 month, this lady made it sure that she makes it to the list, being chess number 1, and she made it to the list. Means she was a fresher and she cleared the Met entry. Talking about Suman Dalai, this guy made it through in the third attempt. It was his third attempt and he finally made it through the list. Then talking about Kalpana Rana, she yesterday itself texted me and said that she finally made it. She was in my video lecture course and along with that in the personal guidance course. So she couldn't share her photograph right now because she asked me not to share the photograph because she's in medicals right now. So I'll not share that detail with you. You'll find this photograph within 5 days on the Instagram channel. तो please आप वहाँ पर भी हमें follow करें. So Kalpana said that she was able to answer a lot of questions without any hesitation because उसको इतने अच्छे से explain कर दिया गया था that how to manage an interview, because lot of candidates are unable to answer the question जो उनके basic format, जो उनकी basic lifestyle के बारे में है. तो this becomes a very big question in front of an interviewer that this person doesn't even know himself or herself. How will this person make it through? तो इस चीज़ के लिए आपको बेसिक नॉलेज होना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि एग्जैक्टली व्हाट इज़ द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ एसएसबी अलॉन्ग विद व्हाट इज आस्क्ड इन एसएसबी. ठीक है, रिक्वायरमेंट के साथ साथ आस्क्ड, व्हाट इज आस्क्ड इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज दैट विल हेल्प यू टू अंडरस्टैंड. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू ट्रेन यू टू स्पीक थिंग्स, आई एम गोइंग टू ट्रेन यू टू नो योर सेल्फ. I will help you in understanding what kind of a person you are because that will sail you through your psychology and interview. Fine. Talking about Sudeep, this guy is an ACC entry candidate. ठीक है, ACC entry है इनकी. So he's already serving into forces and ये मेरे साथ पिछले 5 महीने से जुड़े हुए हैं. Since last 5 months he has been with me and finally when Sudeep told me that he made it through the list, he told me that his CEO said कि शेर घर आजा, let's have a party. So if you feel the same thing for the stars on your shoulders, you need to make sure that you work hard. I still remember Sudeep going for his LRPs. ठीक है, LRP होता है मतलब he they go for certain operations and he wasn't available on network for 20 days and still when he came back he made sure that he submitted those 20 days work to me. This is the way he used to give all his stories to me. This is personal guidance program actually. So he used to give me the stories, I used to give him the assessments for the same and उनकी जो first story to last story इतना difference है ना, and his mentality towards watching the things has completely changed. What is happening these days is that you go for that 14 days courses or you can say coaching or you can say guidance and they say that you'll make it through the list. I will say it is completely wrong. No person can change their personality within 1 month until and unless the person doesn't have it in him or her. ठीक है, 14 दिन में तो बिल्कुल ही पॉसिबल नहीं है. सो वॉट इज द थिंग दैट यू नीड टू डू? यू नीड वन थिंग एंड दैट इज अ गाइडेंस, अ प्रॉपर गाइडेंस इन विच अ पर्सन कैन टॉक टू यू ऑन 1-to-1 बेसिस. ठीक है, 1-to-1 बेसिस पे जब बंदा आपसे बात करेगा तो आपको अपनी कमियां नजर आनी शुरू होंगी एंड फाइनली व्हेन यू विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड वेयर डू यू लैक, यू विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड ओके दिस इज द इशू एंड दिस इज हाउ इट हैज टू बी dealt. Sudeep, when he sent his first story to me, it was having so many issues. There were a lot of issues that were there in the story. And now when I talk about what has changed in those 5 months, the story that he sent to me right now is something that is relatable to him. Till now, because he had been conference out twice and it is his third SSB in which he made it to the list. Now what he told me was that he was hampered by some of the psychologists. So what happened is that he was being trained and he was asked to write stories according to their thought process. Now it is not important that their thought process and your thought process is same, right? So what is the requirement is that when you send me stories, my main perspective to watch through your stories is that what kind of a person you are. I never let you know that this is the theme that you have to make. No, I will not help you in what theme you have to make. I will help you in understanding when you are thinking about some theme, what is the perspective, why you think about this particular theme, because it matches your psychology. You must have seen it somewhere, you must be relating yourself to it. Now themes are never wrong. Let me tell you one thing, what is wrong is the way you take the theme, the way you put down action, or maybe put down the stories. So that creates a difference basically. Okay, what perspective do you hold in life, what kind of stories you're making, what kind of action you're putting in. Okay, because that is relatable to your psychology. And some people's psych does not match the requirement of forces, and for this what people do is they start faking out. Now faking won't help. Why? Because finally interviewer is judging you differently, your psychologist is judging you differently, and GTO is judging you differently. They will somewhere be able to find that this guy is faking, and you will be again confidence out. What you need to do, you need to change yourself, and to change yourself you need somebody who will guide you through the process. Okay, so I will be that push for you. I will help you in understanding how to shape yourself rightly, as I've done with numerous candidates. The result holds right in front of you, it's there in front of you. You can understand that how am I helping students. Look at the place, I help them completely in understanding themselves. You'll be able to understand that what issues there are, I help them to understand that very issue. And finally when they understand the issue, they change the same thing in their lifestyle also. When they change the perspective in their lifestyle related to something, the same things start reflecting in their stories, in their SRTs, and finally they are able to get through this process. Do you understand that fact? Now how will I help you in preparing is that on Insight SSB app I have these 3 courses at very minimal prices. Okay, even a basic student can go and buy these courses. How will this course help you is that it will help you in understanding what is the basic format, what आपकी जो नींव है वो डाली जाएगी यहाँ पर. आपको ये समझ आएगा कि ओके दिस इज द रिक्वायरमेंट एंड दिस इज हाउ आई हैव टू गो अबाउट द प्रोसेस. ओके, एंड वट एवर और वेर एवर यू लैग यू विल गेट एन आइडिया. ओके, आई नीड टू चेंज दिस थिंग इन मी. एंड फाइनली आफ्टर यू हैव चेंज दोज बेसिक थिंग्स, आप मेरे पास आएंगे पर्सनल गाइडेंस के लिए. ठीक है, सो आफ्टर टेकिंग दीज वीडियो लेक्चर कोर्सेज, पर्सनल गाइडेंस मैं हर 10th ऑफ अ मंथ, ठीक है, 10 तारीख, चाहे वो 10 जनवरी हो चाहे 10 दिसंबर हो, मैं इस तरीके से स्टार्ट करती हूँ. और एक महीने में मैं सिर्फ 10 कैंडिडेट्स लेती हूँ, बिकॉज फॉर मी आई कैन हैंडल ओनली 10 कैंडिडेट्स प्रॉपरली. आई कैन गिव माई बेस्ट टू ओनली 10 कैंडिडेट्स. सो आफ्टर टेकिंग दीज स्टूडेंट्स फॉर 1 month, आई मेक श्योर आई टॉक टू दम रेगुलरली. इसमें बेस्ट पार्ट क्या है कि मैं आपको ये नहीं कहती आप मुझे 12 स्टोरी एक दिन में भेज दो, बिकॉज आप भेजोगे उसका कोई फायदा नहीं होगा, आप में कोई चेंजेस नहीं आएंगे. मैं आपको रेगुलर बेसिस पे असेस करती हूँ. नाउ हाउ डज दिस रेगुलर एनालिसिस हेल्प यू? अब रेगुलर एनालिसिस से क्या होता है कि आज मैंने आपको बताया कि दिस इज द इशू इन यू. ठीक है, आप सेकेंड डे उस इशू को फिर से मे बी लेके आते हैं, तो मैं आपको फिर से बताऊंगी ये इशू है. फाइनली आप थर्ड डे पे वो इशू लाना बंद कर दोगे. ठीक है, इसी तरीके से अब आदत बनने में किसी भी चीज़ को आपको एटलीस्ट 20 डेज तो उसे चीज़ को करना पड़ेगा, राइट? तो आपको मैं रेगुलर बेसिस पे इशू बता रही हूँ. तो इन अनदर 1 month आपके जितने भी मेजर इश्यूज हैं आप उसको चेंज करेंगे और आपके लाइफस्टाइल में वो चीज़ डेवलप हो जाएगी दैट आई डोंट हैव टू डू दीज थिंग्स. एंड फाइनली दिस विल हेल्प यू इन जनरेटिंग योर OLQs. ऑफिसर लाइक क्वालिटीज अपने आप डेवलप होना शुरू हो जाएगी वंस आई स्टार्ट टेलिंग यू दैट दिस इज द इशू. I hope you're getting the ideology. So first thing that you need to do is that you need to go on Insight SSB app, and on Insight SSB app, go and buy these 3 courses first. These are video lecture courses, okay? You'll not get any personal guidance in this. You will get an ideology how to go through the process. You'll get an ideology that आप में आज तक क्या कमी रही है, आपको सब पता चल जाएगा. Once you're done with the video lecture courses, you will come and register yourself for personal guidance on every 10th of a month. Okay, so I'll take any 10 students जो भी first आके अपने आप को register कराते हैं. They will come and they will get themselves registered, and finally we'll start with the process of personal guidance. Okay, for personal guidance you have to contact me on 7982047997. This is the number, and I'll help you to sail through this process. I guarantee you this thing, that you will surely get an idea what you have been doing wrong. This interview course has been the biggest hit because candidates till date had no idea what wrong they are doing. They used to go to an interviewer and they used to feel it was so good because they came out laughing, right? Because interviewer was enjoying whatever he or she was saying. So let me tell you one thing, doesn't mean that if interviewer was laughing, he's happy with your performance. He may be laughing upon what all things you said wrong. So letting you know one thing, that you can sail through the process, and the only ways and means is by changing yourself, by changing your personality if you have been getting confidence out. And if you're a fresher, understanding how to go about the process, because being a fresher, it is very very easy to get through the process. Why? Because you get a benefit of doubt. Being a person who is confidence out, they are being judged at each and every phase, that this person has been thrown out, what's been the reason, has he changed himself or herself. So that is the thing. Now it is right in your hands whether you want to get through this process. CDS सिर्फ एक पहला स्टेप था, अब एक आपको मेजर स्टेप लेना है। अगर आपको अपने आप को मेरिट में देखना है या अपने आप को एसएसबी क्वालिफाई करते हुए देखना है, सो यू हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट यू प्रिपेयर वेल फॉर एसएसबी। सीडीएस विल होल्ड नो वैल्यू until unless you don't clear the process of getting cleared through the SSB. और जो मैंने आपको बात बताई है न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग की, प्लीज डोंट लीव इट, इट इज़ एक्सट्रीमली इंपॉर्टेंट, विल बिल्ड योर आइडियोलॉजी, विल हेल्प यू टू सेल थ्रू द प्रोसेस। और ये आपके अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस बनाएगा, आपके अंदर एक आइडियोलॉजी क्रिएट करेगा, आपके अंदर एक पर्सपेक्टिव डेवलप करेगा किसी भी चीज़ को, सिचुएशन को डील करने का। इसके अलावा मैं आपके लिए एक न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग की एसएसबी के अकॉर्डिंग बिल्कुल अलग वीडियो बनाऊंगी। इट विल बी अप ऑन द चैनल विद इन 2-3 days। सो प्लीज़ मेक श्योर आप उस वीडियो को देखें कि न्यूज़पेपर एसएसबी के लिए कैसे पढ़ना है, ठीक है। एंड आई बी गेटिंग 2-3 वीडियोज़ डाउन द लाइन विद इन दिस मंथ फॉर एसएसबी, सो इट विल श्योरली हेल्प यू। उसके अलावा हुएवर वांट टू स्टार्ट विद द एसएसबी प्रेपरेशन, प्लीज़ आप इन 3 कोर्सेज को जाके पक्का से गो थ्रू करें, एंड उसके साथ साथ आप रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं अपने आप को पर्सनल गाइडेंस के लिए। So all the best who have cleared the examination, and all the best for those who haven't cleared. We will surely help you. You can download Insight SSB app for the same.